Well, hey everyone, this is Chris DiFurio with Keys to the Shop. Welcome to another edition of Shift Break. Today's episode is brought to you by La Marzocco, who's been making espresso machines by hand since 1927 in Florence. And their track record is one of really serving the specialty coffee retail community worldwide with dependable, innovative espresso machines, listening to the needs of their customers. Examples like the KB90 espresso machine. It has the straight-in locking portafilters that helps with ergonomics, something that baristas really need, built-in scales for accuracy of your shots, auto flush for cleanliness and flow. That's just some of the examples of types of machines that La Marzocco produces that can fit any of the types of shops that are represented out there in the Keys to the Shop audience. There's a La Marzocco machine that fits what you need. To have some help in that selection, all you need to do is reach out to La Marzocco by emailing info@lamarzocousa.com. You can talk to one of their salespeople, and of course, check out their website over at lamarzocousa.com. Today's episode of Shift Break is also brought to you by Espressly. They are creating custom branded mobile apps for your business that joins the convenience of mobile ordering with the authentic expression of who you are as a business. Your customers will really be delighted with these. It's a no-risk model. You get to start this with no development fees. You get a drive-through payment scanner, receipt and label printing capabilities. The data is stored in the app, and it integrates fully with your Square system. Your customers come to you for a crafted experience. If you want to offer them a mobile ordering option, why not extend that intentionality out to that as well? It just makes sense. So to find out more information and get your mobile app going today, go visit them over at espressly.co. That's espressly.co. Okay, everybody. Well, today I wanted to talk to you about limiting new things. This is one of those areas that we tend to get a little bit in hot water with. And whenever you're in leadership or management of any kind, or especially ownership, you can tend to overwhelm your staff with new ideas. I find myself every coffee fest talking about this, and especially related to how we can prepare and resource our staff well with information and time to respond and tools to do the job. I say to people, there's a lot of ideas that you get in the world of coffee marketing, a lot of new products for drinks, new implements for making drinks, tactics and initiatives and specials. It's really confusing for your staff sometimes. There's never a moment where you're not introducing something new. And often this happens where you look up after a year and so much has happened, but not a lot has taken root and been allowed to grow. It's like, and been allowed to grow. You've done a lot of things. You've had a lot of initiatives, but none of them have really stuck. And a part of that is you haven't really given enough room for things to settle, especially your people. I know for a fact, I once had to be told by my managers, I was operations manager, they asked, can we just have a couple of months where there's not some new things being introduced, new forms, new tactics, new initiatives and stuff? I thought in my, position that it was fine. However, what I was not being aware of was what the load of responsibilities, just the everyday responsibilities, how that plus all of these add-ons was just unsustainable and was causing a lot of stress. And what you end up getting is people who are going to burn out, or they're just going to, out of self-preservation, refuse to give as much energy to these things as they could because there's just not enough energy to go around. People are finite. There's only so many hours in the day, and you have to limit how much you do throughout the year. And as the year comes to a close, I think it's a great time to talk about this because we tend to think in compartments about how, this is a new year, we're going to start new things. Well, I would like to challenge you to see how you could do less next year. And what I mean is try to do what you're already doing, It's already part of the responsibilities of managers and trainers and things like that. See how much better you can get in the basics of what is already part of the job. And if you're not leaving some things on the table that could actually solve some of your cash flow problems or some of your engagement problems, there's a lot of times creative solutions with things that you already have that you don't need to buy in or import. You don't need a new initiative. You just need to do the thing you're doing now better. Now, if you have to add something, if you have a new initiative that you want your staff to get on, or if you have new products that you want to add, that should be limited and given space to take root so that people can truly get on board, educated, bought in, and represent it well to the customers, or integrate this new procedure with their already busy schedule. If you've already been going for a few years as a coffee shop, people have their expectations, and it sometimes takes us a little bit of time to integrate the new with what's already familiar. So that's what I wanted to mention today. See if you can go into the new year with a mindset to do the basics with more excellence, to do them better. And if you must add new things to your procedures or your products, do so in a way that's limited so that they can take root in people's minds, in hearts, and in your business. And I think you'll see some good fruit from that. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you here next week on another edition of Shift Break, from keys to the shop.